Hello everyone, my name is Tom, and today I'm going to tell you the story of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power so far, so you can be ready for Season 2 coming out on April 26th. This is the story of Adora, an orphan who is taken in by a military superpower called the Horde, or the Evil Horde. Adora is also allegedly the canonic twin sister of Adam, also known as He-Man, but for right now, he's off somewhere in the universe, and we don't even know if we'll ever see him, so you better learn to live with Adora, which isn't that hard because she's really cool and only gets cooler. First, she started off with the Evil Horde, trying to be the best Horde soldier alongside her best friend and speculated lover, Kaitrin. She's a sassy cat girl, but since Adora is so good at the whole soldier thing, their maternal teacher figure named Shadow Weaver made her a Force Captain, which is a big promotion in the Horde. But because Kaitrin is yearning for more, she's more jealous than happy for her friend, so Adora uses her new authority to take them on a joyride into the spooky Whispering Woods, where Adora gets yacked off into a clearing. Passed out in the woods, she has a dream about a sword calling to her, and even after going back to the base, she's still seeing the sword in her dreams. So she decides to go back to the Whispering Woods to find the sword while Kaitrin covers for her. Then she finds the sword, as well as Princess Glimmer and her best friend Bow. Glimmer can teleport and sparkle, and Bow uses a bow. Pretty straightforward. They fight over the sword for a bit, Adora is taken as a captive, then they get attacked by a giant bug, so Adora gets a hold of the sword and has a spiritual awakening where she turns into a 7 or 12 foot tall super princess lady named She-Ra. This makes Glimmer and Bow be like, whoa, this chick has got something going on. And Adora's like, maybe these two can help me figure out why I just went Super Saiyan. But hanging out with these two people who are from a different world, a different culture, and have a completely different perspective from her, Adora starts to realize that the Evil Horde is actually the bad guys. It's especially obvious that the Horde are the bad guys when Adora is finally able to really bond with her new friends at a festival in a small village, and then the Horde comes in with firepower to ruin everything. But it's not all bad because Kaitrin got to reunite with her best friend, but it's short-lived because Adora can't convince her friend that the two of them should swap sides together and be good before Adora went full She-Ra and forced the Horde's forces to fall back. It seems like this did no favors for Kaitrin's insecurities on top of the trauma that her best friend just abandoned her, but at least she has the benefit of taking Adora's place as Force Captain. So now Adora goes with Glimmer and Bow to Bright Moon to meet Glimmer's mom, Queen Angela, as She-Ra, proclaiming her loyalty to the cause of taking down the Horde. From here, Adora, Glimmer, and Bow, also known as the Best Friend Squad, have to go out and try to reunite the Princess Coalition by trying to recruit other princesses from across the land as a part of their mission of taking down the Horde. This includes Perfuma, the Vine Princess, Entrapta, the Techie Princess, and Mermista, the Waterbending Princess. And I guess you can include Seahawk too, because he's Mermista's lover, sugar daddy, friend with, you know what, it doesn't matter. He's her +1. Now in the Horde, despite the fact that Kaitrin has taken on the role of Force Captain in Adora's absence, Shadow Weaver still wants Adora more than Kaitrin, so she's basically like, Kaitrin, your only job as Force Captain is to get Adora back, and once you do, you ain't gonna be Force Captain no more. Even after Lord Hordak says to give up on Adora, Shadow Weaver is a woman obsessed, sending shadow demons after Adora while she's just trying to chill with her gal pal. Not cool. There's also some implication that Shadow Weaver may have once been a sorcerer named Light Spinner.
I walked among them as Light Spinner.
Oh yeah, and because Shadow Weaver doesn't trust Kaitrin, she partners her up with Force Captain Scorpia, who is a big buff scorpion lady. She is super nice though. And it turns out that Scorpia is actually a princess, who joined the Horde because being a hulking scorpion made it hard to fit in with the other princesses. But she still gets invited to Princess Prom, which is hosted by Princess Frosta, who Glimmer really wants for their Princess Coalition, even though she's only 11. Because the prom has a ceasefire agreement, Scorpia is allowed to bring Kaitrin as a +1 without any issues, except for the fact that it's really upsetting for Adora. Ooh, I'm so mad. This kind of turned Princess Frosta off from the whole alliance Glimmer proposed, but Adora was mad for a good reason, because not only was Kaitrin getting her ex-best friend all flustered, but the Horde kidnapped Adora's new best friends and took the sword that lets her turn into She-Ra. Thankfully, the princess squad of Perfuma, Entrapta, Mermista, and honorary Princess Seahawk was ready to support Adora in a daring rescue mission to save Glimmer from being tortured, Bow from talking to Kyle, and get She-Ra's Shira's sword back. But this was all at the unfortunate cost of Entrapta being incinerated. Or at least that's what the princesses think. Because Entrapta actually used her tech knowledge to escape into the vents and be found by Catra, who manipulated her into thinking her friends intentionally left her behind. So now Entrapta is chilling with the Horde because they let her invent stuff for them, which is bad, because now they have super weapons. And I don't think Entrapta even knows what her inventions are being used for, or if she really cares. She seems like she just wants to invent and build stuff and doesn't really have much of an alignment in this whole conflict going on. Back to the princesses, they're all mourning Entrapta's death, and Shadow Weaver's torture on Glimmer screwed up her powers, which makes Adora want to try to learn how to does Shira better by going to the Crystal Castle in the Whispering Woods to learn more about her powers. Because she's already turned a horse into a Pride Pegasus, who can now talk, and is named Swiftwind. The point is, if Adora can do that, maybe she can help Glimmer quit spazzing out. But she runs into Catra, who's there because she was scrapping for First One's tech, which is super advanced ancient technology that Entrapta could use to make something crazy for the Horde. So before Adora can learn about her Shira lineage, her and Catra end up in a simulation where they have to confront problems in their relationship, and Catra tries to kill Adora because she thinks Adora has been holding her back this whole time. But since it's a simulation, Adora just ends up with Lighthope, who's like Robot Shira Google, and Catra takes the First One's technology back to Entrapta so she can discover how to hack the planet using Shadow Weaver's Black Garnet runestone. Lord Hordak is all about this too, so when Shadow Weaver comes in ready to raise hell, not only does Catra take out years of abuse on Shadow Weaver, but she does it with the A-OK of her boss. So now she's got major clout in the Horde, which she uses to lead an attack on Brightmoon. Now, the Horde is basically using their new technology to turn the planet against the princesses, destroying the Whispering Woods and pulling power away from their runestones, leaving them vulnerable for a direct attack. But though the Horde has an army, Brightmoon has a Shira. On top of that, all of the princesses, including Frosta and even Spinnerella and Natasha, come together to help Shira protect Brightmoon in a big epic battle. Adora and Catra go head to head, Scorpia punches Glimmer in the face, then everyone holds hands to beat the Horde with gay pride. So it's a big happy ending with a foreboding last scene where Catra tells Lord Hordak that this battle was only the beginning. The damage is done and the Horde will be back with a vengeance. So now we're on to season 2 of Shira and the Princesses of Power. Do you have any predictions? Are you excited? Let us know in the comments down below and share it with all your friends so they're up to date for Shira season 2. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. To go above and beyond in supporting the Roundtable, you can hit the join button down below to become a channel member or support us on Patreon for perks like your name at the end of all of our videos. Links down below. As always, my name is Tom and I hope you have an awesome day. See ya!